Good morning, my dear students. First BSc Semester 1 Electrical Appliances Unit 1 Part 2 video. In this video, we will discuss about Ohm's Law and distinguish between galvanometer and multimeter, and also discuss about multimeter. So Ohm's Law. Ohm's Law is the one of the most fundamental law in electronic and electrical circuits. So Ohm's Law is the basic law. Ohm's Law is the basic law, and also it is a fundamental law in electronic circuits. And Ohm's Law is applicable in anywhere. Ohm's Law is applicable for any electrical circuit. And Ohm's Law states that the voltage across a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. So V is always proportional to I, and V is equal to IR, where V is the voltage and I is the electrical current and R is the resistance. And Ohm's Law is applicable for AC circuits, also in AC circuits, so AC circuits, and also it is applied to impedance and capacitors and inductors, in addition to resistors also. So Ohm's Law is applicable for AC circuits only. So in AC circuits, impedance of capacitors and inductors should be considered in addition to resistance. So in AC circuit, there will be some impedance. So this impedance can be calculated by the capacitors and inductors also, in addition to resistances. And Ohm's Law is not applicable for unilateral circuits. So unilateral circuits means in diode where the current flows in only one direction only. So diodes, transistors are unijunction or unidirectional circuits. So in diodes and transistors are the current flows in only one direction only. That's why Ohm's Law is not applicable for unilateral circuits, and Ohm's Law is applicable for electrical circuits where the current flows in any direction. But in diodes and transistors, it contains only one direction of current flow. That's why Ohm's Law is not applicable. Next one, the Ohm's Law. Here the linear relationship between voltage and current when resistance is constant as follows: V is proportional to I. When current is increases, voltage also gradually increases. This is the linear relationship between voltage and current. And Ohm's Law is valid for metallic conductors, where which conductors are obey Ohm's Law, such conductors are called ohmic conductors, and which conductors are do not obey Ohm's Law, such conductors are called non-ohmic conductors. So Ohm's Law, all metals are obey Ohm's Law. That's why all metals are behaves like a ohmic conductors. Next one, distinguish between galvanometer and ammeter. Galvanometer is an instrument used for detecting the strength and direction of small currents. So galvanometer is a device to measure the magnitude of the current as well as direction of current also. And ammeter is a device which measures only magnitude of the current. So, and galvanometer shows the direction of the current also, but ammeter does not shows the direction of the current. So galvanometers measures both magnitude and direction of the current, but ammeter measures only magnitude of the current, not direction. And here galvanometer sensitivity is very high and ammeter sensitivity is very low. So galvanometer is used for sensitive current. So sensitive means very low amount of current. And the accuracy of galvanometer is low, but accuracy of ammeter is very high. And galvanometer measures direct current only. Galvanometer measures DC current only. DC current means the direction of the current is unidirection. The polarity of the current does not change with time. Such currents are called direct currents. Here galvanometer measures direct current only, but ammeter measures both direct as well as alternating currents. So ammeter measures both DC and AC also. And galvanometer is generally used in bridges and potentiometer circuits. So galvanometer used in bridges, Wheatstone bridge and potentiometer also. But ammeter is used in any electronic circuit or electrical circuits. So ammeter is used in any electrical circuit. And galvanometer requires magnetic field. Ammeter requires may or may not be requires magnetic field. Galvanometer must requires magnetic field, but ammeter may or may not require magnetic field. This is the differences between galvanometer and ammeter. Next one, multimeter. So multimeter is a device to measure multiple parameters, like to measure current, voltage, resistance, capacitance, so many parameters. So these all parameters are measured by using a device which is known as multimeter. Multi means multiple, so many components. And it is also used to test continuity between 2 points in an electrical circuit. So in electrical circuit where the continuity is possible or not between 2 points, whether the current is passing between 2 points or not, that can be easily measured by using multimeter. So multimeters are classified into two types based on their functioning. One is analog multimeter and another one is digital multimeter. So analog multimeter is also called VOM. VOM means volt ohmic meter. V means volts, O means ohmic, M means meter. Analog multimeter is also called VOM. And analog multimeter is used for measure the voltage in volts, resistance in ohms and current in amperes. Analog multimeter is used for measuring voltage, resistance and current also. And analog multimeter is based on the principle of moving coil galvanometer and used a needle to show the deflection or to show the reading. Analog multimeter consists a needle. Whenever a sensitive current passing through it, the needle will be deflected. So the deflection of needle gives its reading. That is the analog multimeter. And analog multimeter is based on principle of moving coil galvanometer. And digital multimeter. Digital multimeter are based on logic gates. So logic gates, AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. Digital multimeters are based on logic gate and the reading is displayed as a number. So we know that to digital watches also, the time will be displayed as a number. In this digital multimeter also, the reading is displayed as a number. Digital multimeters are compact and more accurate than analog multimeters, and hence they are widely used nowadays. So most of the TV repair center, electrical repair centers, they are used digital multimeters for measuring voltage, capacitance, resistance, current, such parameters. So here widely used digital multimeter comparing with analog multimeter. And this is the symbol of multimeter. and this is the diagram of multimeter. So you observe voltage. So this is the off condition. So this is the DC voltage, and this is the AC voltage, and this is this is ohmic meter, nothing but resistance calculated meter, and this is the transistor, and this is the DC current. So the multimeter continuity will be observed by this. Here positive terminal and negative terminal. So these two terminals are connected to electronic circuit in any component. The continuity will be observed by the current is passing or not. That can be measured by using multimeter. So multimeter is a device to test the continuity between 2 points in any electrical circuit. The current is passing or not, the voltage is passing or not. That can be calculated easily by using multimeter. So this is the digital multimeter. So digital multimeter means the reading will be shows as a number, as a form of number on the digital screen. This is a digital screen. So this is digital multimeter. Thank you.